Hello everyone and welcome. Here we are to discuss about measures of location or measures of central tendency. This topic is one of the major subtopic under statistics. So those measures of location are mean, median and mode. Under statistics, this subtopic it has its own key role because statistics, it is all about collecting data and interpreting and presenting data. And finally, it is really helpful for decision making. Statistics, it is one of the major subtopics under statistic. This is measures of location or measures of central tendency. So let us see one by one what is mean and how to find what is the behavior of mean and median and mode. Let us see one by one. Mean, actually, it is average, the average of the given data. We can add all the data, then divide by the total number, as you see here, the formula. The formula says here the mean is equal to add every data, then divide by the total. We can see by example. Here is one example. Find the mean of the following data. It says there are data, as you see. How many data there are? How many data are here? We can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 data there are. So how to find the data? I mean the mean. We will add all of them, then divide by 11. So here it is. All of the numbers or all of the given data are added, then divide by 11, so the mean value become 9. Sometimes the data might be given in table form. For example, here the second example says the following table shows the age of 14 students in a certain class. So the age in years and the number of students are given to you. For example, there are 3 students whose age is 12, as you see. That means when we are trying to find the mean, we need to add 12 3 times, 12 plus 12 plus 12. But instead of writing in this manner, we can write 12 times 3. Because the frequency, this is the total number of frequency, 12 repeated 3 times. And those who are 13 years, they are 4. So instead of writing 13 plus 13 plus 13 4 times, it's better to write 13 multiplied by 4. So how the mean will be found, as you see here, 12 times 3, okay, plus again 13 multiplied by 4, because 14 is repeated, 13 is repeated 4 times, then plus 16 times 2 and 18 times 5. This means the total number of data, it's added here. The total value, the sum of the values, then divide by the total frequency. The total frequency means just add the second row here, that is the frequency. So finally it will become 14, then when we divide it will be 15. So there is some behavior of mean. One of the main thing about mean is unique. We can, a given data cannot has 2 mean or 3 mean. Just mean is unique, means there is no 2 or 3 mean for a given data. For one data, it has only one mean. The second property of mean will be affected by extreme values. That means, for example, in a class of students, their score might be, most of the students, they score maybe in 80s, 80, 81, 85, 87, let us say. Then one student, if he score like 20 out of 100, the mean value, it might not be like at the middle here. It might be, okay, pulled down. Okay, so it may be less at the beginning of 80s or below 80. So the mean is affected by extreme values, means even in your score, if you are calculating your average, if you score in hundreds or in 90 most of the subject, and if you score like below 50, 2 or 3 subject, that is going to be affect your average or mean. So this is the mean behavior or property of mean. The second one, the second measures of central tendency is median. The word median is simply, it's the middle value. Here is the definition of median. The median is the value that lies in the middle of the data. But the data has to be arranged in ascending or descending order. That means from small to big or from large to small, it has to be arranged first, the whole data. Then the middle term will be the median. There are 2 ways to find the median. For example, if you have 3 data, let's say, for very simple, 2, 3, and 7, it's, as you see, it's arranged from small to big. So which one is the median? The median is the 3. the middle one. But instead, what if it is 2, 3, 7, and 10? This time it's arranged again, but the middle terms are 2. Two numbers will be left at the middle. So this time what to do? Add the two numbers, then divide by 2. This is like simpler example. But to find the mean in general, there are two cases. The median. To find the median, we do have two cases. One of the cases is how many data we have. Is that even or odd? If it is odd, directly, for example, here we do have 3 data. So 3 plus 1 will be 4. Then 4 divided by 2 will be 2. So the second data, after the data is arranged. So which one is the second data? That is 3. But in case the total number of data, if it is even, first, for example, here we do have 4 data. So how to find the mean? 4 divided by 2 first, it is 2. That is the second data. And again, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 2 plus 1, which will be 3. The third data. The second and the third data will be added and divided by 2. The formula says n over 2's term plus n over 2 plus 1's term. That means like n over 2 means like I did here. There are 4 data. So the 4 over 2 means 2, which is the second data, plus the next one. This one, okay, this one don't like memorize it. Which one you need to memorize? Here. If the number of datas are even number, like 4 datas or 6 datas or 10, what to do? If you have 10 datas, 10 divided by 2 make it first. The fifth one. Then the fifth one plus the sixth one. Divide by 2 to find the mean in case of even number of elements. Let us see example. Here is the example. The first one, the example says find the median of the following. There are 2 data here, A and B. Let us see one by one. The first one, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's odd. Simply we need to rearrange. When you write them in ascending order, the first one comes is 6, then 7, again 9, then 11, 13, 15. So if you cancel one from left, one from the right, simply by cancellation even you can get this time. So the middle term will be 9. Very simple. But the second one, how many data we have? Let us count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 data. So after rearranging, okay, if you cancel one from the left, or 8 divided by 2 you can do. 8 divided by 2 will be 4. So which one is the fourth data? 1, 2, 3. The fourth one here. And the next, the fourth plus the fifth. The next data is 38. Then divide by 2, as you see here. But this kind of data are very simple even to find the median, because the number of repetition is not too many. If the data is large like this one, how to do? First we have to know the total frequency. Add the total frequency. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 2 will be 13. Okay, it's odd. So plus 1. Then divide by 2. 13 plus 1 is 14. 14 over 2 means, which will be 7. So the 7th data. How to get the 7th data? Okay. The first 2 data is here. It's 1. The first 2. Like 1 is repeated twice means it's 1, 1. The first 2 data as 1. And the next 3 datas are 2. That means 2, 2, 2. So we need the 7th one. Look. So like 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 2, 7. That means the 7th data is the 3 itself. So the median will be 3. It's done here as you see. There are 13 data value. So the median is the 7th piece of the data, which is 13. So median also it has its own unique property. Median can be obtained even when the sum of the data values are not known. Even for example, the highest data here, the largest one, instead of 5, maybe it's x. But this x necessarily, if it's known like greater than 4, it might be 6 or 5, doesn't matter. So the largest or the smallest value may not be known. Simply the total number of frequency matters. How many data we do have totally? Then divide, because the middle term. So if we have the middle term already, some of the data, if it's unknown, it will not be affected. The second one, median is not affected by extreme values. High score, low score doesn't matter in case of median. Still, median means the middle term. And the third one, median is unique here. A given data cannot have 2 or 3 medians. So this is all about median. The last one for our discussion today, it's mode. The mode is the one which is highly repeated. That is the definition of mode. Here it is. The value of the variable which occurs most frequently. highly frequented. That is the mode. So let us see example here. There are three examples as you see. In the first one, by observing, look, there is 4, there is one other 4. 6 is here, there is no another 6. 12 here, there is no other. So that means every data, it's unique. There is no repetition here. That means this one has no mode. So a given data may not have mode. The second one, like B here, if you see, the tens is repeated twice. Okay, 12 is repeated again twice. And 11, it's not repeated. 13, not repeated. And 14, 17, and 18, not repeated. So this one is, we call it bimodal. Bimodal. The reason, because two data is repeated twice. 12 is repeated twice, and 10 also repeated twice. So this is bimodal. If you go to the third one, 8 is repeated twice, and again there is no another. So it is, this one is monomodal, or simply it has one mode only, we can say. So almost everything is solved here as you see. The first one, it has no mode because each value occurs only once. In the second one, the value 10 and 12 occurs twice, so that this is bimodal. And the last one, 8 is the mode because it occurred twice. That is mostly frequented, is only number 8. But if the data is given to you in table manner, by the way, here we are asked to find the mean, the median, and the mode, all of them. This example will finalize our lesson for today, because the table is given to you just data. So we are asked to find the mean, the median, and the mode. Which one is simpler to find? The mode. Observe the frequency. Which one is the larger one? The larger frequency is 9. So 9 is corresponding to the data, the value 24. So the mode is 24. We don't have to think twice. This is the mode. We are done about the mode. Let us go to the mean. But when you are trying to find the mean, you know, the mean symbol is x bar. 20 will be multiplied by 2 plus, you have to go. And 21 multiplied by 4. Okay, plus you need to go until the last. Then divide by the total number of data. The total number of data means the frequency, all of them has to be added. Then when you divide, you'll get the result. As you see here, it's done. So all of them will be added, then divide by the total frequency. The total frequency become 30. Then when you divide, it's going to be 24.3. That is the mean. So the mean value will be 24.3. How about the median? To find the median, add the data again. The data become 30. Okay, 30 means it's even number. So when you divide 30 by 2, it will be 15. That means the 15th term plus the 16th term divided by 2. But where is the 15th term? We have to see. First, you have to be sure the data, is it arranged from small to big? Yes, it's ascending order. Look, 20 comes. After that, 21, 23, 24, 26, and 28. It's arranged in ascending order. Then, let us count. The first two terms are 20. Okay, 2 plus 4 is 6. Until the first 6 term, 20 and 21. Again, 2 plus 4, 6 we said. Again, 6 plus 5 is 11. Still, we don't get the 15th, the 15th and the 16th term. Because we are here, the 2 term, and plus 4, it is the 6th term. Again, plus 5, the 11th term, until 11th term we goes. And then when you add plus 9, 11 plus 9 is 20. Okay, from 11 until 20, the data repeated, 24 repeated. That means the 15th and the 16th term also, it is 24. So we have to do 24 plus 24, then divide by 2. The same number will be added and divided by 2 means it's going to be 24 itself. As you see here, it's done already. What does he say? The number of observation is even number, which is 30. So the median is half. Half of what? Half of it, which is the 15th plus the 16th divided by 2. But both of them are 24. How comes? As I told you before, from the data you have to observe properly, because the first two terms are 20, and then 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 5, 11. I'm adding the frequency. Then 11 plus, you see, when I'm saying 11, the first 11 datas are 20, 21, and 23 together. And then after 11th term, what comes? 24 comes until 20 term. That means the 15th and the 16th also 24 itself. So 24 is added, then divided by 2. That is the median. So median, mode, it has property. The properties of mode is not always unique. It's not always unique. Like we said before, it might be bimodal, trimodal. Okay, a given data may have 2 modes or 3 modes. And again, mode will not be affected by extreme value. The mode means the one which is highly repeated. The one high score, low score doesn't matter for mode. And again, mode can also be used for qualitative data. For example, like uh, gender, male, female, okay, or other like religion. Mode may have mode may happen because mode will not, it's not always working for quantitative. It may work for qualitative data also. Data might be quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative means which can be expressed in number, but qualitative, for example, eye color, blue, brown, black, we may say. So this time, qualitative data, it may work for mode. Okay. Finally, here is individual practice. There are two questions as you see here. The first one, the table given to you, and you are asked to find the mode, the median, and the mean, and how many values are non-negative. So you can practice with this exercise, but for me, that's enough. This is all about mean, median, and mode, one of the measure of central tendency. Thank you for attending my class. I will continue giving you new lesson. Try to subscribe and follow me. Thank you.